This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Gearoid.
And I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
Well,
You're going to have to feel this, Niamh. I'm tired.
I know.
Niamh,
I mean, you were scarred last week and now you're tired.
I'm running the gamut of negative emotions, Niamh. You see, we're recording this on the third Monday.
Yes, we are.
Which is actually technically or factually, let's say, the most depressing day of the year.
Blue Monday.
Blue Monday.
There you go. Every time I hear that, I think,
Ugh.
how does it feel?
I don't think that song is that good.
It's New Order. It's of its time.
It's just, I don't know. I liked it when Kylie did it. Do you remember she did like...
Well, of course you did.
Can't get
let's be
Blue
honest.
Monday out of my head.
Kylie can do anything and you love it, right? So that's the end of the
that
conversation.
Woman, she can make absolutely anything good.
Anything better.
Yeah. Like, do you remember, she hear her Christmas song?
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Absolute dog shit. But I bought 3 copies of it.
Of course.
CD, vinyl, 12-inch.
Well, naturally you did.
And it's not that good. I put it on a couple of times and it was like, no, I'll get into this. I'll get into it. And then like five listens and I was like, do you know what now? This could be me.
Did you check and see if you were still gay? Like, I'm just checking.
Very much still gay.
Okay,
Niamh.
good. I don't need to know.
Very much
Please don't
still
give me the
gay.
details. I'm just checking.
Very much so.
Because I feel if you don't like a Kylie track, you do have to check.
I know, I'm going to be honest, Tension 2 didn't do it for me.
I'll be honest with you. You also don't have to be gay, I must say, to like Kylie. I love Kylie too.
Yeah, but come on.
Okay. There's a
If you're
strong
going
chance.
on a date and you meet a man and you're like, you know, what sort of music like me? The first thing he says is Kylie. You're like, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 You're a complete waste of my time.
I mean, if I'm going on a date, then
your
my husband will have a conversation with me.
Who is your guilty pleasure musical act?
Oh, I don't know. I have many guilty pleasures.
No, like what about like, you know, like is there any sort of like pop?
Oh.
You're not really a pop girl.
I do like pop. I like a lot of pop actually, but I don't have any specific pop people.
Do you know who I really like?
Who do you like?
I really like Boy Meets Girl.
Oh yeah, it's good.
They just have one song really.
I know.
They have another one called Stormy Love, Stormy Love.
Okay, no.
Stormy Love. I don't know any of the other lyrics, but it's a great chorus.
Is it about love and the storm?
Yeah. Stormy Love, Storm. It's a great song. So good. Listen to it on Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Stormy Love. It's very good. I was listening to it just last. I don't know why I find that funny.
We're just gone.
It's a great song. It's so good.
Okay.
Stormy Love.
Stormy Love.
It's so good.
I don't even know it.
Do you know what's fascinating about them, right?
What?
Is they were songwriters.
Okay.
And then they had hits. They wrote like, what's that Whitney Houston one?
I don't know. There's quite a few.
I want to dance with somebody.
Oh my God. They don't need to do another thing.
And then they wrote another one.
They wrote that?
Yeah. They wrote another really, really popular one for her as well.
It doesn't matter. That alone must make them money to the day they die.
Yeah. And then they were like, no, we're gonna write an album for ourselves. And everyone's like, oh, okay.
Stick to your strengths.
Yeah. Off you go then. And then they wrote When I First Started For. Yeah, that's just one of the best songs of the 80s. I love that song.
It's a great song.
I actually want what was my friend Ben McGarvey. I'm always saying like, Ben, you should do some more covers because he does great covers.
Yeah.
And I did want to do a cover of that because he's got like a really lovely high voice.
Oh yeah, he could do it really well.
Yeah, he'd do a great version. But he said no because he's got artistic integrity, which is just something I don't understand.
I mean, it's so disappointing.
It's so upsetting. It's like, all right then, write your own songs.
Do you know what I think you should do?
Go on.
I think you should do other people's stand-up.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'm absolutely fine. Yeah. I'm totally fine with that.
In your own style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love that.
Right, there you go.
I'm absolutely down with that. Like, get rid of 50% of the job. Absolutely. Not going on stage in shitty little bars with a notebook in my hand and realising 50% of what I've written is dog shit. Oh,
Do you know what I love
Do I
about
wanna
this
leave that
situation? Gearoid Farrelly would not, under any circumstance, leave something uncorrected. There would be such an array of what were they thinking when they wrote this bit? And where's the punctuation?
I'd fix it for them.
You
I'd fix it for them. Because as we all know, Billy Connolly had a lot of problems with his stand-up. I'd make it work.
Now, he never did a tight 10 in his
He
life.
was great.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
He's still,
Still
I was
is.
going to say he's still alive.
Still alive. I wonder would he like to do the show.
I'd say he would, but probably wouldn't remember. Anyway, so here's the thing, right? It's really important.
Go on.
This week on Dancing, if I'm still in,
If you're still in, Niamh, if you're not still in.
you can't take it. You know, it's the weird thing because people.
Because
talk
we're
about this.
pre-recording.
We're pre-recording, so
And
we don't know.
We're pre-recording. We're pre-cha-cha recording.
We are. I mean, I don't even know if I've got, I know I've got into Country Week, but after that, I don't know what's going to happen in my life. But the next week, right, on Dancing with the Stars is Dedication Week, which is a very emotional, I'm sure.
It's very emotional.
It's a very emotional. And what I think is
For
lovely,
some people.
to be honest with you, I think is lovely, but also hilarious is the fact that they don't send anybody home that week. Because let's be honest, if you dedicated a dance to somebody and then you were sent home, it'd be like, yeah, that was a lovely, very emotional dance. Now feck off home.
I know. You see, I dedicated to my parents.
You did. It was lovely.
And they would have, they were like, okay. I mean, it's quite an unnerving thing to do.
I know.
Think, to dedicate a dance to your parents and to be like,
Why?
well, it's like, thanks for everything you've done for me and going to dance for 90 seconds. And I'm sure my mum and dad were like,
I mean, you dedicated a Eurovision song to
get
me.
us an Amazon voucher. It's
Didn't you?
fine. I mean, this is really unnecessary.
Did you mean it when you dedicated it?
No!
Oh my
Because
God!
they're the last person you're thinking of. Because I was standing there.
So
there.
why didn't you dedicate it to someone you wanted to?
No, I love that I dedicated to my parents.
Okay.
But when they're like when the lights go on and you're standing there dressed as a superhero, like trying to remember if you can do a Botafogo. Just like it. I'm not thinking about my parental love.
Okay, fair
and
enough.
Support.
Fair
I'm just
enough.
like, oh my God, please do not shit the bed on national television.
Well, if I got into
Okay.
Dedication Week,
Yes.
now let's just keep this serious. I'm
Yeah, very
dedicating
serious.
it to my lovely nephew
Your
who
nephew,
passed.
Dan.
Yeah, he passed a couple of years ago. But you know when they ask you who your hero is in your family, like, because they ask you to kind of fill out a questionnaire before you do this, right? It's a very detailed, and you know
It's
me,
very detailed.
you know me, I take things very seriously. I'm looking for the gold star.
Niamh does love to fill out a form.
I do love to fill out a form. You're right, and I have that kind of rash up my neck if I don't do it right. So anyway, I was filling out the form and I realised that I was trying to make the dedication about Daniel, but not about the fact that he died, and it's very difficult, because
I know, yeah.
because actually it was all about how he lived and all that. But
Yeah.
but you can't not talk about the fact that he passed. Like, it's just really,
Well, you see,
it's emotional.
it kind of makes people's lives more poignant.
It does. It does. Well, to be fair, the biggest part for me was that I feel that he's given me gifts ever since, right? So that's the whole point of it, right?
That's lovely.
So I'm really hoping, I mean, I'm sitting here 2 weeks out, really hoping that I got to do that dance.
Yeah.
I mean,
When this comes out, it'll be so embarrassing.
It'll
if you
be
didn't.
so embarrassing. I just want to say that they have told me already that it's going to be an American Smooth if I'm doing it, which means there'll be fancy lifts.
Love the American Smooth.
Yeah. I mean,
You'll do a great job of that.
I don't know. I have to get through the cha-cha-cha first.
I know.
In leopard print, probably.
I hope you do a good job of it.
I know. It's so funny to be
It's
talking about something.
bad now on Dedicated Dance Week if he's dragging you around like a sack of shit. Like, your family will never live that down.
It's hard to be poignant.
There she is.
It's very hard to
tumbling
be.
down the stairs.
I'm really glad it's not contemporary because I don't know how I'd feel about getting my feet out.
Just get a pedicure.
Oh my God, people at my feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a pedicure that week. Do you know what? I'm going to say it now. Sorry, we'll go back to Dedicate Dance for a second.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I did the week I did Contemporary Ballroom. I battered my feet. Like, I still have a gammy toe from that.
Considering I started this process with COVID toe. And
What's COVID toe?
COVID toe is that I didn't wear a pair of heels for fucking 2 years. And so my big toe decided we're done bending.
Oh.
You know the way you do when you're wearing a pair of heels.
Really?
Yeah. And it took me ages coming into this process. I had to wear heels constantly.
Oh my God.
Because I realised my...
Is it gout, Niamh?
It could be. It's not formally diagnosed, but
She loves the tiramisu.
it feels like it. Anyway, this is lovely and poignant for dedication.
No, but like...
But it is. I mean,
I think it's a lovely thing that you're doing.
do you know, and I'm loath to kind of be dedicating to a dead person, because sometimes you look at that on TV, and I mean this in the nicest way. But Daniel was fantastic the way he did with the whole thing and how he was as a person, his whole life.
During the whole illness.
But even his whole life, but in particular during that period of time when, you know, because he got diagnosed at the beginning of COVID. So he literally had to go age 19 up to
God love him.
Dublin from Galway on his own. He was practically a child on his own. And you can imagine what that was like for everybody, like his parents in particular. So difficult. But he was so composed and brilliant at dealing with it. And I'm not saying there weren't dark days or anything, but he went and he lived his life. And as he said to me one day, he says, Auntie Niamh, he says, you know, you're just living now. You just live. He says, and I don't want to be talking about what might be or might not be. And I said to him...
Or the Eurovision.
Yeah, well, you know, he was always upset when I started reading that. They all used to just go glaze over.
I know exactly what you're going through. Back in 1993.
They just glaze over. I've learned not to bring it up. But seriously, it's just, and it's such a great premise of life, you know, just to live and not be thinking of where you are with things. It's very difficult.
But sometimes when you see somebody do that, it's very, like, it is very inspiring and it does stay with you.
It does. I mean, it doesn't mean the loss isn't devastating. It's just that whole, gosh, you're right.
And it wasn't so long ago. It was only 2 years ago, was it?
2 years. We lost him in September 2 years ago. And so it was so hard, you know, and it was in the middle of my 30th anniversary year. So it was like, I was mad busy. And it was, you just felt you couldn't give enough of yourself into that space.
But the thing about it is, though, you never feel like you can give enough in the situation like that.
Never.
Because it's just like, you can only... I remember what I found when one of my friends was ill. It was like, oh, you know, you'd be sitting on our bed or something, and then you go, like, I'd go next door and then I'd make dinner and watch like an episode of Frasier while I was making dinner. And you're like, how is this normal thing happening while this awful thing's happening?
And there's no way to rationalise it, but that's the way life is, because life goes on whether you like it or not.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, so I'm really hopeful I get to dance that dance.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when I wanted to get to dessert week.
Dessert week?
You know, on MasterChef.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to make a light of it, but I don't want it to be maudlin.
No, but you can't have it maudlin either.
Yeah, I know. I wanted, because Daniel was
and it's only it's like 2 years ago, and it was somebody that's...
Oh, so it was like my own child, like, and honestly, and a gorgeous boy.
Yeah, it's the ones where they're like, you know,
he's a man.
My granny died 15 years ago, and you're like, oh, come on.
No, but you know, still that shapes you. Loss, like anything else, shapes you. But for me, it was the relationship of who he was when he was living, which I want to celebrate. I don't want it to be maudlin, but it's very hard not to be, because we're all devastated
but also
by him.
He did kind of grab life.
He did.
Yeah, when
he did so much,
when it was in jeopardy, and that's
I know,
that's
and it's
really
such a life lesson.
Yeah,
it is such a life lesson, and not only that, he did it with good heart.
Yeah.
I don't like to say this because it's not
I'd
strictly
have been
true.
So bitter.
Yeah, you'd be. Yeah,
I would.
I mean, I'd still be there for you, love, but you know.
No, I would have been
from
like,
a distance.
my time is short.
Probably on Zoom.
I'm gonna make life a living hell for everybody. I would. I'd start shoplifting and everything.
Oh.
It was like,
I feel like we covered that recently.
You'd be a monster. You'd be a monster if you arrested me for this. I do. I'm always, people who are like, like, I definitely would, if I found out something like that, I'd definitely now get a big loan.
Yeah, but...
I would, yeah. I'd remortgage.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get it.
Wouldn't tell them.
Jesus.
I would. I'd remortgage. That'd be my first thing. I'd go from the consultants to the bank. I'd remortgage, and I would spend every single penny on the most ridiculous and self-indulgent things.
The first thing I would do is go out and cash in my critical illness policy that I've been paying for many years.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for a reasonably mild heart attack to get me enough that I can get the thing. But, just give you...
Does that pay your mortgage off?
It would pay some money.
If you had a small heart attack?
I don't know. You'd have to read the fine print.
Is there an open socket here?
GoFundMe.
I'll research. I'm trained.
Thanks. Is there a defibrillator in this?
You don't need a defibrillator, Niamh. I can do compressions.
I'm nearly sure. Don't make it weird. I love you, but I don't want you touching me there.
No, I do compressions. Yeah. I'd have to cut your bra. You won't mind, will you? Do you know what that would be? Can you imagine waking up from a heart attack
with your bra cut
and know that you were bare boobed in a Tesco's?
Well,
it'd just be incredibly embarrassing.
I'll be honest with you. I feel that there are many more issues involved in that situation before you get to that.
I know, but it's so undignified.
I mean, you might just die from the mortification of that.
I'd die of the embarrassment.
Anyway, that's not why we're here today. Come on.
Yeah, I would just be
like,
no.
I don't want to be thinking about that.
Just, call it. I'm fine.
I want to be very clear. I started talking beautifully about my nephew, and this is where we are. But it doesn't change.
Your nephew he was
fab.
But also, all the pictures I've seen of him, he was such a lovely, handsome.
He was, and he was 3 months older than my boy, my eldest boy, right, Jack. And the thing is, and him and Jack were like a mind meld kind of. They're almost like twins. So, and then you have Tom and Georgia, who were like. They were the crew, the four of them, growing up. So we spent quite a bit of time together. So it was really difficult. But, the reality, it happens to lots of people.
Yeah, and it's that ripple effect. It never leaves you. They'll never, you never quite get over that either.
No. And it's not about getting over it. It's about understanding how you feel and carrying them with you in the most positive way that you can. Because you're never going to get over the fact that you've lost them. And and that feeling that it gives you, I just want to be remembering who they are when they lived. I hate remembering their death. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
It's too small a part of their life.
Yeah.
But it's very hard. It's hard to get there. You know what I mean? But and every day, every now and then, it just catches you unawares. But I want to go for the joy.
I wonder what he'd say if he knew that Auntie Niamh was going to dance.
He would be mortified. But actually, Dan probably would think it was hilarious. He would enjoy it. He would. I mean, to be fair, if he was still there, I wouldn't be dancing for him. But you know what I mean. I'd have to pick someone else.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. It is. He would be. I think he'll be up there laughing about the fact that I had fringing on my dress. For salsa and such like.
Yeah.
My eldest, like my boys who were texting me saying that was a better dress this week.
Such a strange process, isn't it?
It is for grown kids. Anyway, go on.
Anyway, Niamh, we hope you're still in.
Yes, hope.
If you're not, there's been an injustice.
I know. As in, I don't get to do the dance I want.
Yeah, I think that's very unfortunate if you don't. Especially considering there's other people that are way shitter than you.
Let's move on. I don't want this conversation.
There are. Niamh.
No, I can't.
No, you're great. You're mid the board.
Mid-table.
Mid-table. Niamh.
Respectability.
Mid-table. Very respectable place to be.
Thank you.
Niamh, we're not here to talk about you being mid-table.
No, we're talking.
Or you being...
No, just move on.
Move on. Okay.
Move on.
Do you know what? I'm only trying to pay a compliment, Niamh.
I know.
It's so ungrateful.
I know.
Niamh, we have problems. Niamh, I'm going on tour. Yeah. My tour is starting up again, my UK tour. Yeah. And by the time you listen to this, I will probably have done London, Manchester, Brighton and Liverpool. That's an awful lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
But I will have second dates in Manchester, Liverpool and Brighton. And I'm also going to be in Birmingham.
Are you going back to these places?
Bristol.
Or are they happening consecutively?
Yeah, they're all second nights. Leeds and I think Cardiff. Where's Cardiff?
Wales.
No, I mean, where is it on sale? I mean, not important. Internal monologue being externalized. Very unattractive in a person. If you would like to come to the show, I would love you to come to the show. And also my special guest support is the stunning and hilarious Morgan Rees.
Stunning.
Gearoid is where they get tickets.
Love that.
you want to read the first one or will I?
I will. Oh no, I read the first one last week, so you do.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay. Dear Niamh and Gearoid.
I was just thinking, actually, do you know what I was thinking? You just showed the level of prep we do for the show.
Go on.
Who's going to read the first part? Well, you know, we didn't even decide who's going to read the problem.
No.
Is this your first read?
No,
Come on then.
Yeah, absolutely not. I would love my problems. Who are you?
Hold on, let's see if it says it at the end. Oh, we do. And not only that, I think we met this gentleman.
Oh, this is now. We'll tell the listener. So this came in when the day we were recording with Kylie.
Oh yes, last week. Yeah.
This came in like when we finished the record. This was in the email box.
Yeah.
This problem.
So brilliant show that I loved Kylie.
Yeah, it was really. I love Kylie. And we were like, oh, we'll do it next time.
Yeah.
And then in the meantime, after Dancing with the Stars,
we randomly met him.
we randomly met each other first
Yes.
because I was meeting Josh and Neil, who are the choreographers of
Yes.
Dance with the Stars and the George, and I didn't realise it was a Dance with the Stars night out. And then I ended up gay crashing, which is quite embarrassing because it was like, hi, I'm the person from last year that can't let go.
And then I still had the hair from
You
the
still had
show.
your hair in
and I
there.
felt I should bring that hair
Yeah.
somewhere.
So Niamh had a big side pony and everyone was really concerned about her mental health.
Yeah, but they, you know.
And
And I hadn't been in the George for ages and I love it.
yeah. And
I was in for the bingo.
And in we went. And then this man came up to us and was like, oh, I just wrote to you last week.
Randomly.
Random. It was very random. Anyway,
know.
Very nice man.
And so this is what he wrote.
This is what he wrote. He said, I would love my problem solved. I too am furious with the world. Because I think I must have said I'm furious with the world.
You're always furious with the world. I mean, any given day.
I'm home from Australia for 6 weeks and I am an exquisite comic hustling about town for spots, but nobody seems to care.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
My comedy best friend just opened for Nikki Glazer in Melbourne. And I'm here squatting over an open mic on Ormond Quay at -1 degree and not even a glass of complimentary piss for my efforts. Ormond Quay, that's probably the Laughter Lounge, maybe?
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. I'm considering giving up comedy. Don't! And joining Enoch Burke outside that school to do something meaningful with my life by making him wear a scarf and bring him tea as a humanitarian.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. You definitely don't need to be giving up comedy. Come on.
I mean, for Christ's sake, we live in a world where Enoch can get a level of press attention that the rest of us can only dream of. And the crackdown won't take a sniff of me.
We must say at this point, the word...
Crackdown is a comedy club.
Yes, it's not a crackdown.
It's not a crackdown. Continue wandering the keys with a microphone and a lust for laughs or convert to the Church of Enoch. What say you? Okay. Also, read the resolutions. Don't worry about them. Healthy eating, exercise, meditation. We're all Rogered. The only certainty we have is that Enoch won't change in 2026 and neither will we. Happy podcasting, Kieran.
Now, first of all, it was a real pleasure to meet you, Kieran. I have to say, it was
he
fun.
was lovely. And also, what's his name? Kieran Salmon is his name.
Okay.
And he's very funny.
He is funny.
I went and found him on Instagram. And he does shows in Australia.
Yeah.
Big shows.
Yeah.
And here's what I would say, right? Ireland is very small.
It is, yeah.
So if you're coming here for 6 weeks, you need to, I would say, be more, what's the word? Strategic in your approach. Reach out to...
You need to do it before you come.
Yeah, do it before you come and then also get people to reach out on your behalf as well.
But it's networking like anything.
Networking. Yeah, it's networking.
And it's also luck. You know, because to be honest with you, for any of us on any part of the arts, sometimes you can just be lucky to be the right person in the right place, or you might meet someone who just gets you to the same place. So networking.
Do good clips.
Yeah.
Clips work.
I mean, I often wonder, you know, whether Enoch has any, because if you were giving him tea, he might actually be able to help you with that situation, you know, because he seems to be persistent enough. He could be a good agent. Anyway, so do you know what it is like? Sorry. Kieran, I'm not making light of it. It's really frustrating when you're in a position, especially if all your friends are starting to kind of move into another space. And I mean, it must have felt like that for you, you know, me having won Eurovision, and then as we progressed along, then you became more famous than me for a brief period of time, and now I'm back in vogue because of the dancing. I'm just saying, you know, you had your moment.
So hostile and aggressive.
No, it's really hard. It is hard when your friends are moving into and you feel there's no real reason for you not to be moving in.
You see,
but it's
I
just
never
sometimes
really thought like that. I'm going to be
No, I
honest.
know. No,
And I think that's why I started doing comedy, because I never really looked at other people and was like, oh, they have that and I don't.
Yeah.
Because I always think if you have to just look forward.
yeah, but I don't know if Kieran's really looking at that. I think he's just frustrated about
Yeah,
nothing.
no, it is frustrating. But
yeah.
I would say that don't look at your friends. Because like, for example, my friends were Chris Kent
Yeah.
and Eleanor Tiernan.
Yeah, two great.
They were
Great
like, they
comics.
were kind of my, we were kind of at the same level all the way up.
Sure.
And then you kind of don't want to be in competition with your friends, because then you get jealous of your friends when they get something. And that's, and that's A, it's understandable, but B, you actually don't feel that good about yourself. So I never really.
I think comedy is very subjective. And then the other thing is and the other thing as well is that actually in any stage or in any job or anything that you're doing, your friends are your friends. So keep that. You got to guide that. But actually it's all about how good you the work you put in. You've got
to get good at selling your wares.
You have to value it.
Well, but you also have to get good at selling your wares.
It's
and
frustrating,
that is something
though.
I've never been good at. I'm not good at that.
Yeah, well.
And the only way that people discovered me was because I toured with Joanne.
Yeah, well.
It's the only way. It's I just got in front of a big audience and was good at what I did. I always knew I was good at what I did, but it's very hard to email somebody and go,
And say, I'm good at what?
I'm really good at what I do. Please, can I I just can't ask for anything. It's just awful.
I know.
And I just get embarrassed. And also, I think what you're having, and I do see this with a lot of my friends that are comics in the UK, and they're doing really well over there. And because they're doing well over there,
they think it's automatic that they're going to do the
well
same
over
at
here,
home.
and it just doesn't, because they're not here.
It doesn't
And
always work. Yeah.
It's hard to feel a bit of rejection from your home country, and it's not rejection. The thing about it is, if he's doing really well in Australia. So if he does well out there, if he comes back to Ireland with a success story, you will sell tickets. Because look at someone like Katie Boyle.
Yeah, but it has to be at a specific level for it to hit here.
Yeah, but it hits here through Instagram.
Yeah, but this is the problem with you young people, right? You always think that everything revolves around social media, and it really doesn't.
But it's the only way you find out about someone.
Not always.
But how else could he how could he do something in Australia and have people in Ireland hear about it?
I totally understand that. But the thing is, in order for it to actually filter through here, you have to be in that space where you're going to know. Right? It's got to be on your feed. It's got to be coming up at you.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're looking at comedy here and the people that you like here, unless you're specifically looking for Australian, you might look, unless you put in Irish Australian, it might not come up on your feed. You know what I mean? So it's a bit difficult.
But you need to like do stuff that goes viral.
Of course you do, but you don't always know what that stuff is. Right?
But you have to keep throwing shit at a wall.
I mean, to be fair, sometimes something really super random goes viral and you don't even know why.
Yeah.
But how we mentioned 6'7".
But you could also be. I don't understand that at all.
I know. There you go. So you don't know what is going to hit the wall.
Someone shouted that at me in a airport.
6'7".
Did I tell you about that?
No.
Oh God, it was so embarrassing.
Do you need to?
So I was at the gate. I was walking to the gate at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then
beautiful.
this kid was like 6'7", 6'7", and it was the morning after Dance with the Stars, your one that I was on. So I thought they recognised me from that. I was like, "Oh, Dance with the Stars." I was like, "Oh yeah, hi," and then they were just looking at me, going, "Why are you talking to me?" I was like,
"Oh yeah." No, 6'7" is the
it's
thing.
Stupid as fucking.
Just
thing.
look it up. We're not going to talk about it. But look here, I get it. You're frustrated, and let's get to the nub of this, because we can't give him answers to how to do it. But you're frustrated maybe because you're not appreciated here the way you should be. But maybe you have to recognise that every market that you go into, even though you might be born in this country, the truth is you still have to do the work in it. You just have to do. You can't automatically assume people are going to know who you are.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you do.
But what you can do is just next time you're coming home, book gigs ahead. And
Absolutely.
Also, I'll send you a list of gigs.
Yeah. And, Kieran, I have no doubt that we're going to be best friends in the future, because you're going to be so huge. It's like, that's the way it is. You just got to...
Yeah. You just, I'll send you a list of gigs.
You seemed quite young when I met you.
He does, actually.
Yeah. So, you've time. And the great thing about comedy, great thing about comedy, more than any other parts of the arts, is you can be any age to make
you don't have to be beautiful, Kieran.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
the
about
bloom
beautiful.
Can be off the rose.
Jesus. You're some fucking mood today.
I think be strategic.
Yeah.
And be consistent. They're the two things.
Absolutely.
And I am neither of those things.
And
so I have no business giving advice.
I'm really looking forward to meeting in the George again. the next time I go in. I think when was the last time I was in? Maybe 10 years ago.
Well, his friend did say to me, we really want him to move home.
Oh.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
I get like that with my friends that moved abroad.
Of course you do. I mean, either that or...
Alan.
Oh.
Text me.
So personal.
Okay, Niamh, we have another problem.
We do. Dear Niamh and Gearoid, I'm writing to you from Vancouver, a city where...
Oh my God, this is where
Is this
Alan
Alan?
lives. This is where Alan lives. It's not. No, it's not.
No, it's a city where everyone pretends to be chill, but somehow still knows everyone else's business, especially if that business is naked. Oh, we are invested. Okay, come on.
Sexy.
All right, ready? I'm a gay man in my mid-30s living with my partner in East Van. We've been together 6 years. We own too many plants, and until recently, we thought our biggest relationship challenge was deciding which farmer's market was worth it.
I have never been to a farmer's market in Vancouver, and I've been there many times.
Okay. Then I sent a dick pic.
This is taking quite a turn.
I mean, we went from farmer's market to that. Okay, so not a coy one, not a suggestive shadow, a full, proud, well-lit photograph of my penis, taking in a moment of confidence I can only describe as chemically induced by compliments from strangers. There's a lot to unpack
So
in that.
you receive a compliment and straight away like, do you know what? This deserves.
I'm just sitting here going,
Click.
There's a lot to unpack in just that alone. I sent it to a private group chat for gay men in Vancouver, one of those ones that claims to be about community, but is actually about validation and extremely specific preferences. I did not include my face. I didn't include my name. What I did include, however, was a generous slice of our spare room. Specifically, the teal and gold wallpaper hunted down after seeing it on Instagram. The little floating shelf with a monstera. With the monstera?
What's a monstera?
I don't know.
Pause. We're doing a Google.
That
I need
refuses
to know what
to die.
like a
Oh no, it's a plant. It's got to be.
Oh,
that refuses
okay.
to die. And tragically, the corner of the Canucks calendar. Okay.
What's a Canuck?
Just move on. Within an hour, you need to get up on Canadian
a
situations.
monstera.
It's a plant. It's got to be a
It's like
plant.
it's like one of those, what are they called?
Oh, I see it, yeah.
The Swiss
like,
cheese plants.
It looks almost like an umbrella plant or some such thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Very common.
Within an hour, someone replied, "Is that the wallpaper from place? Tall beard, emotionally reserved." By the end of the week, my penis had been screenshotted, zoomed in on, and discussed with the kind of detail usually reserved for craft beer. Found out when a man he once made out with at celebrities 3 years ago messaged him to say, "Hey, not to be weird, but I think I've seen your spare room attached to someone."
What celebrities?
Insists he's not angry. He insists it's objectively funny. But he now refers to my dick as a neighbourhood's resource. And I've noticed he closes the bedroom door when he's changing, something he's never done in 6 years. My question is this. How do I repair intimacy with a man whose home decor has become shorthand for my genitals in the Vancouver gay ecosystem? And is there any coming back from knowing that for a certain subset of men on Commercial Drive, I am no longer a person. I'm an image they remember fondly. Yours, call me Hudson. Now, Hudson, let me just begin with how beautifully you wrote that. There's a lot of imagery.
Nightclub.
There's a lot of imagery in that. Stop Googling and get involved in the problem.
There is. Oh, wow.
Stop now.
Oh, wow.
Get off
There's a
that.
lot going on in that club. Okay.
Did you bookmark that site?
Well, I didn't book off it.
So part of me is thinking, you're in a committed relationship for 6 years. What the hell are you posting your privates in a general chat? Okay.
Yeah.
No matter how feckin' anonymous it is, right? But I understand I am not a gay man, so I don't know if this is normal. Is it normal?
Well,
Gearoid?
it's not normal, but it's not abnormal.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
it's just...
Because I don't make judgment. Because to be fair, if I found out my husband was posting his genitals on something, I would be
I
thinking...
wouldn't do it myself.
I mean, I'd be thinking,
But like...
what's the point of that?
It does... Like, I think people who are single...
Yeah, but
would
he's
be
not
like-
single.
I know, yeah, but I'm just...
That's my point. Do what you like when you're single. I
mean,
don't understand what this is.
But the problem is that he's not single.
Okay.
So
is it acceptable?
And they're not in an open.
Okay, I understand about open relationships. That's fair enough. It's not clear that this is an open relationship, although doesn't appear to be upset.
He doesn't seem that upset. Sure, he doesn't. So I think.
So he says.
I think the writer.
But I think the fact that he's closing away from you, I think he is upset. But it might be because his wallpaper has been defiled. I don't know what to say about that. You see, I think.
But the problem is, right?
My difficulty
is that he's not identifiable.
Because in fairness, people are saying, is that his wallpaper? So is that dick? And I'm sorry to be so brutal about that, but that must be what the conversation's about.
I think that's it, yeah. I think, hang on, by the end of the week, my penis had been screenshotted, zoomed in on, and discussed with the kind of detail. Okay, so that's obviously in the group.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
This
is my response to this.
It is a problem.
You've made it. This is a problem of your own making. You can apologise. You say, do you know what? I was just a little bit, I was a bit aroused.
Do you think the
I
problem?
was enjoying the group.
Okay, so here's the question, right? Here's the question. Do you think the problem here is that he's worried about whether the actual image and the fact that they know where it comes from is the problem, or the fact that he did it at all? I think in a relationship, I would not be happy with somebody posting who they are. I mean, it's bad enough that it's identifiable. I think it's understandable that, I can see it's funny the way they've written it and all that. But here's the thing. He says he's not angry and he says it's objectively funny, but now he is closing the bedroom door when he's changing. Does he feel that he can't trust you? Does he think that he's posting yours? Does he maybe feel that he doesn't really want to be with you anymore because he feels a little let down?
I'd say he probably feels a little bit let down because he did something without talk. Well, I'd be annoyed. I don't know if I would break up with somebody over something
I didn't
like
say
that.
you'd have to break up because there's a lot more involved.
But I would be like...
Would you feel hurt?
I would feel hurt and I'd kind of be like, why,
Why did you need to do that?
Yeah, why can we talk about this?
I'm sorry. Can we change the wallpaper?
Do you know what? The most interesting thing in this whole
Is
letter is that wallpaper. Because I'm sorry, and I don't want to be mean,
right?
But teal and gold.
I know.
That sounds like something pulled from the mid-'80s.
It's like old lady stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it.
We haven't seen it.
I mean,
we will not cast aspersions.
I'll be honest with you, I'm nearly 60.
Look,
I'm nearly 60 and actually the word teal had me really in. But,
you need to apologise because you don't say in this that you've apologised.
I think he probably has, but he probably didn't. He didn't do it in a way.
You need to apologise, but you need to, instead of just going, I'm sorry about this and closing the door on it, you need to go, I'm sorry, we need to talk about this. We need to...
How did it make you feel?
How did it make you feel? Yeah, you need to have that conversation.
You really have to have that conversation.
And it's going to be awkward. And it's going to be, you need to just... This is going to be a bit of a kick in the balls here. And you need to just take the kick in the balls.
You kind of need to take it on the... I was going to say take it on the chin, which is kind of the same idea. But, but realistically... If your partner is hurt by this, it would be sad that you haven't acknowledged that. Because, to be honest, put it this way, what would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Really, what would you feel? I would be humiliated.
Apoplectic.
And the problem is because it's two men, they don't know whose appendage it was. Do you think he's sitting there wondering, do they think that's mine?
I think, yeah, especially if you've got a better one, that would be really upsetting.
It would be, to be fair. I didn't think of that, but now that you mentioned it.
That'd be really upsetting. I'd be very upset by that.
Are they looking at me thinking that that's me? It's not even about that, but maybe if, I don't know. I find it very strange because I think...
I feel like there's a lot of questions that he hasn't asked. I feel what you've done is you've held your hands up and said...
But he's no choice because everybody's figured it out.
But also says he's not angry and he says it's objectively funny. He says it's objectively funny, but he clearly doesn't find it funny.
Well, he may be trying to rationalise it because he cares about you, which is a good start in some ways.
Like he calls it a neighbourhood resource, which is funny.
Yeah. he's probably trying to make the best of everything. But I think if you really want to resume intimacy, you've got to own it. You've got to be really very clear that you have done a thing that's hurtful. And I mean that in the nicest way. I don't mean that, whatever. I don't know what the standing is with you in a relationship, but either way, because it's been defined now, this has hurt him regardless of what he might say to you.
There's
need
been a cooling.
Yeah, you need to be very direct and say how much you love him and that you want to make amends and you recognise that it is hurtful. Because you seriously consider what it would be like if it was the other way around. And you might say, oh, I would laugh it off, but you really wouldn't. You really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult to know how that feels.
It just could be the problem is that this is a bit blurry.
It seems like it was very... Sorry.
Or it might have been better if it was blurry. Certainly
this
the wallpaper.
This is not very...
The problem is that it's a bit... The actual...
no, I know. It's vague.
It's everything. All of the facts in this are a little bit vague because you get one where it's fine, it's grand. But like nobody's really saying how they really feel here. Because also you're not saying you're sorry. You're not saying you're ashamed. You're not saying any of those things. And I'm not saying you should be any of those things.
No.
But what you can't deny, what's undeniable here is that there's been a cooling in your relationship since this was discovered. So you need to like talk about this. Yeah, it's probably just a bit of fun or a bit of... And
I'm sure that there mightn't have been any intent in it. Yeah. And that's fine if both of you accept that. The problem is it's still... difficult and actually you really just have to have a proper conversation about it, not funny, not all of these things. And if he continues to say that he doesn't want to talk about it, okay, I don't know where that leaves you, but the problem is if you don't have that conversation or if you don't, you will not get past this. You can't, because you just carry it with you all the time.
Well, the thing about it is when there's a cooling is that you need to heat it up again. Do you know what I mean? You've got to set the temperature back to where it was in your relationship. Because otherwise you're resetting normal. And as you reset normal, that's not good.
I know, because then the death of 1,000 cuts, as we talked about earlier, it's just like that thing where you're just kind of trying to find the right space in your relationship. Intimacy can only be reached if you feel you can trust the other person. And there's a feeling that...
Or you can't.
Oh, you like that, do you? Look, he says that as if that's his vibe, but really it's not. He's trying to make himself more mysterious on that.
I'm very mysterious, very dark.
Very dark.
How to repair intimacy with a man? It's conversations.
Conversation for a start.
Long, boring conversations. But the problem is with these conversations... They don't have to be
long or boring.
He is on the other side of them.
Yeah. That's
the problem. Because when you've done something like this, you're on the side that is like... me opening this conversation, which you have to do because he's clearly not going to do it. And you're going to take a beating for this.
And you know it.
Yeah, and you know it, and you deserve it to some extent.
The problem with starting that conversation is you're going to start with defensive. Yeah. So stop that.
You have to just not be defensive.
Just start with, I'm really sorry because I realise how I would feel in that situation, but I would love to know exactly how you feel about it, and I want it to not be about anything else except
and you have to
be
just hold your
very
hands
direct
up.
And just go, I made a mistake.
And maybe you should go to a couples counsellor.
Yeah, that could work.
If you can't get the lines of communication, go to a gay one.
Yeah, because they don't understand.
They don't understand.
No. You need to.
They might say they understand, but like they're definitely telling their mates.
I think that's against.
Go to a gay.
I'm nearly sure that's not allowed.
Probably not, but if I was a therapist, I'd be telling everyone.
My God, you're never
I would. I'd be like, you never guess what was sitting in front of me today. I wouldn't have the patience.
We want people to write into us. Don't be saying that.
No, yeah, but
we're talking about it.
We're talking about it, but no, I mean, proper therapy is there's no replacing it.
No,
but I just know if I did it, like I don't have the ethics to be a therapist.
I would love to be a therapist.
Well, why don't you do the training?
But, do I need another job?
Yeah.
I'm busy dancing.
You'd love it. I think you'd be very good at it, Niamh. I
love talking to people and getting to the... I was going to say to the nub of the problem, but it feels appropriate in this situation. But I do. I think it's really half the time people just need to say how they feel, and I think communication is such a big part of this.
Yeah,
you cannot
particularly among men. Men don't talk.
Oh no, they don't. I know it's really difficult.
We hope this helps. We don't know. I don't know if it does. To be honest.
Would love a follow up. No, I don't mean in photographs. I mean just like, in general.
I mean, I'm going to be honest.
Okay, you'd like to see the wallpaper.
I'd like to see the wallpaper.
And the plant.
I mean, the penises are 10 a penny. But like a teal and gold wallpaper that you're willing to live with for 3 years.
I mean,
I'd
so exclusive that the whole community knows about it.
Yeah, I would be very interested. A teal and gold.
I think you might like it.
A teal and gold is not. That's not.
You don't know. You don't know till you see it. Could be special.
I have a fair idea, Niamh.
He's
Thank
so
you
judgmental.
so much. Thank you so much for listening to Agony Rants. AgonyRants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. We would love to hear from you.
Love it.
I am on tour. For the love of God, please come see me. Gearoid.com is where you will find your tickets.
I didn't mean to gasp, but it's just interminable.
We would love you to support the show by subscribing to Headstuff Plus over on headstuffpodcast.com. You can do as little as pledge $5. As little. It's nothing.
I mean, for nothing.
€5 a month plus VAT.
You wouldn't even spend that on a coffee.
Exactly.
And a baked good.
Coffee and a baked good's a tenner.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you can buy coffee and a baked good, you can do a tenner.
People to do that once a day.
I know.
All we're asking is your daily ration of coffee and a baked good per month.
Not even.
Just to keep the show on the road. And also, please do vote for Niamh Kavanagh McGahey in Dancing with the Stars, potentially, if she's still there.
I was going to say, only in the 10 minutes they allow you.
Oh, God.
I know, it's frantic.
It's so stressful. Vote Niamh by texting Niamh to 53125. We will return in 1 week's time. We will be on Vintage Rants. Are we on Vintage Rants after this?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not?
It's not that we don't care, we just don't have the schedule.
It's every second week. We're not sure. Yeah, whatever.
And again, we would love to hear your ideas of what you would like us to do on Vintage, anything you would like extra.
Are we
on
wrapping up Vintage Rants?
I think we might try and change it a little bit, because I think, to be fair, unless I find a well of fantastic Irish problems, I don't think we're going to...
No, we're running low.
We're running low. I mean, Marge is a bit,
Yeah. Anyway, it's a wonderful show while it lasts. And we'll chat to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This show is part of the Headstuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Headstuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.